Hey there, I'm Kimberly Ferguson, CEO and founder of Emerald Expectations Accounting, and I'm so happy you're here. The Emerald Corner is a place where life and business meet, so we want to share with you the process of running a business while maintaining a life with your loved ones. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how to know if you should outsource a job or a task for your business, or if you should just go ahead and take care of it yourself, right? So first of all, what do I mean when I say outsourcing, right? So outsourcing is when you hire outside help to complete a task or a job for you. Now, this could be an individual or another business, but either way, it's someone outside of your business, right? Someone that you don't necessarily have direct control over. Most of the time, this is in regards to a smaller, recurring job, or maybe, a one-time big job. One example of this would be hiring a virtual assistant to take care of administrative tasks for you, such as reviewing, sorting, and responding to emails, managing your calendar, following up with people who you've made appointments with to confirm with them, posting on your social media, creating content for your social media, etc. These are small recurring tasks, but they tend to take up a lot of time each day, month, week, whatever, because they add up, right? Another example would be like hiring a bookkeeper or maybe someone to do sales and marketing for you. Another example of maybe a one-time larger project would be building a website for you, or maybe creating the brand for your business, like the colors and the fonts and the logos, etc. The tricky part is that many of these projects are perceived as being really simple to do, or anyone can do them. But is that really the case? I'm going to share with you my tried and true method for figuring out whether or not it's best for me to hire someone else to do the work, or if I should just go ahead and do it myself. These questions will work throughout the many phases of your business, but of course, as you grow, the answers are going to change. One of the main reasons for this is because as you grow your business, your time becomes more limited, and therefore your time becomes more valuable, which is most likely going to lead to you hiring more people to help you than in the beginning of your business. All right, are you ready to know what they are? Okay. So question number 1 is, do I know how to do this task already? Is this something that I know how to do? So things like managing your email or managing your calendar, or even maybe posting on social media, some of those things are things you may already know how to do. So it's not a problem for you to continue doing them, right? But, building a website or doing your own bookkeeping or something like that might not be something you already know how to do, right? So that means maybe you shouldn't do it, right? But this is just the first question, so hold on. Don't get ahead of yourself. So question number 2 is, if I don't know how to do it, can I figure it out? Obviously, there are a number of resources available to anybody out there that can make it easy for you to figure it out, right? There's YouTube, there's just Google in general. There's tons of websites, tons of how-to videos, tons of people who are just begging to walk you through these types of tasks, right? So if you don't know how to do it, can you figure it out? Do you know where the resources are? Do you know where to go and look to figure it out? Okay. Question number 3 is, how long will it take you to figure it out? Not only is it important to ask if you know how to do it, if you can figure it out, it's also important to ask you, how long will it take you to figure it out? Keep in mind, this isn't how long is it going to take you to actually do it. How long is it going to take you to figure out how to do it? Is it going to take you 6 weeks to figure out how to do this because you have to do so much research? For the example of like building a website, it could, realistically take that long to figure out how to build a website and how to build a website that's actually going to do something for you, because you don't necessarily just want to have a website that just sits there and nobody ever visits it, right? You want to have a website that people can utilize, something that has good information, something that attracts new clients, that kind of stuff, right? So can you figure out how to do it, and how long will it take you to figure it out? Question number 4 is, how long will it then take you to do the task, right? So now you've figured out how to do it. So now you know how long it's going to take you to figure it out, if you can figure it out. Well, how long now is it going to take you to actually do the task? So if it took you 6 weeks to kind of learn how to do it, is it going to take you another 2 weeks, 3 weeks to actually do it? How long will it take you to do the task? And keep in mind, if this is something that you have to do on a regular basis, like post on social media, how long will it take you to do the task every single month or every single week, etc.? Question number 5 is, how much money will it cost me to hire someone else to do this? So how much money am I going to have to invest in another individual or business to get this task done if I decided to hire it out, right? So if I decided to outsource it. So in the case of a website, it could be $2,000, it could be $10,000, it could be anywhere in between, really, or even higher, depending on what kind of website you're needing built. So how much money is it going to cost me to do that, right? Question number 6 is kind of related, but how much money could I be making if I hired someone else to do it? So in the case of a website, if it's going to take me 6 to 9 weeks to figure it out, how much money could you be making in 6 to 9 weeks? Now, I'm sure those of you who went into, at least college, maybe even high school, and took economics have heard of the term opportunity cost, right? So that is basically, if you do this, you miss out on this, right? And so if you build your own website, you miss out on making your own money. Now, if you made your money, how much would you have made? If the answer is like $10,000, $20,000 over a 9-week period, and it only is going to cost you $5,000 to have a website built, that might be worth it for you, right? Number 7 is another piece of the puzzle to consider, right? It's what kind of results would this professional bring to the table if I hired them, right? Are they going to make you money? So in the example of a website developer, if they're really great with SEO and they can set up your Google presence and set up your social media presence, and they're all talking in such a way that it actually is bringing clients to you, then it's not necessarily going to be a cost if they can bring in, 2 times or 3 times or 5 times the amount that they're charging you in clients, right? So what kind of benefits are you getting? Another example of this would be like if you're hiring a CFO, someone to come in and advise you on growing your profits and cash flow. If they're charging you, a couple $1,000s a month, but you're growing your business and you're making, 2x, 5x, 10x what they're charging you, the return on investment is there, and it very well might be worth it for you to actually move forward with the professional in this case, right? So once you go through each one of these questions, I believe you have the information you need to make an informed decision about whether or not you should outsource those certain tasks or jobs in your business. And obviously you want to kind of go through this with each task that you're doing on a regular basis, or each big project that you have that you need completed. Go through each question for each task and compare them. If you already know how to do the task, then it might not be a big deal for you to get it done and not hire someone to do it. But if you don't know how to do the task and it's going to take you a long time to figure it out and a long time to do it, then it may be worth it for you to hire someone. It may also be worth it for you to hire someone later on in your business when you don't have the time, but it might not be if you're in the beginning stages when you have a lot of time, but not a lot of money. So as you can see, this is kind of a process that's going to change and evolve over time as your business changes and evolves, right? That's what we want, right? A process that we can keep. Well, what do you think? Are any of these ideas helpful? Would these questions help you to make the decisions about outsourcing in your business? Do you think I missed something important? I'd love to hear about that in the comments below. Well, thank you so much for spending this time with me today. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you in my next video.